My name is Ben Nisbet, and the purpose of this video is to talk about racket speed on ball contact, using your weight transfer, transferring your weight through your core. The reason we bring this up is because at Table Tennis Store we have many customers asking what racket hardness they should be playing with. And it really depends on how well you can transfer your weight in the loop shot or on the forehand drive, and how fast your racket speed is. So I'm here with Coco Fanny, and we're going to interpose the table tennis weight transfer with baseball. Coco is a world-class player, played in the Olympics and also in several world championships. And Coco, if you could explain the baseball swing first, really quickly.
Yeah. Hi. I don't know if many of you have watched baseball or played baseball in the past. So playing baseball, you can see players always swing from here, and the contact is always with the hip. First, you push off here, and the contact is here, then they release it. We all watch baseball and we think it's just a swing. No, it's a breaking down. They break it down first, then they push it. Same as table tennis. When you turn, when you're trying to get power and use your weight transfer, you push off the right. Then you use your pelvis to make impact. So the contact and your pelvis are moving together. Goes, then the rest is just the following. So you're gonna see the ball goes this way. So it goes. It seems like it's a straight movement. You can break it down doing pelvis, then push it. Pelvis, then release it.
So for table tennis rubbers, the faster that you can snap through the zone here, using your hips or your pelvis to transfer and your racket speed on ball contact, the harder the sponge you want. For example, a lot of the professional players use hardness of 50 degrees. But if you're not snapping through this zone as fast as Coco is, then you may want to go with a little bit of a softer sponge to allow better ball contact and spin generation. We're here with a close-up on the racket to explain exactly what we're talking about. These rubbers here are tensor rubbers, or they have a trampoline effect. This sponge here is 48-degree hardness, which is relatively hard. So when you get racket speed coming in really, really quickly, and you're brushing the ball at contact, the pips in here bend and snap back. The faster you make the contact, the more you want to have the sponge being harder, because you're making tremendous impact on the ball. But if you're not making as fast impact on the ball and you use a hard sponge, you're not getting into the pips and getting into this trampoline catapult effect, which means you'd be better served with a softer sponge, which will allow the ball to penetrate in, get into the pips, and allow that snapback process that Coco was generating so efficiently with his swing earlier in the video. If the sponge hardness is 40 or 45, it means that the ball on the sponge will penetrate in easier. And for a good player like Coco, or a professional player, using that soft sponge is not going to work. It's going to feel mushy. But for a player that is not generating as fast racket speed, in general, it is better to use a slightly softer sponge so you can generate the same spin or maximize the rubber's potential.